I'm Tom Wilson, wrapping up day 3 with Seven cricket commentator and former Test bowler Trent Copeland. Trent, a very, very frustrating day for fans and commentators alike, and no doubt the players with all this rain.
Oh, it was just one of those days where just when you thought the game was getting going again, and we saw it on Mitchell Starc's face that last time where they came off, he was just standing there with absolutely pummeling rain going down on him, just saying, oh, come on, can we just keep going? So yeah, a very frustrating day, and mostly because the game is positioned so perfectly. If we didn't have any delays, we would be in for one hell of a test match.
Yep, still 2 days to go, and Australia has the runs on the board. I want you to talk through the bowling from Australia. As soon as they got that red ball, they were on the spot straight away.
Yeah, and I've got to take it back. I think they have been all series. Mitchell Starc, 10 wickets inside his first 2 overs of spells this series so far. I mean, it's just next level. He is daylight in front of the next best in world cricket in any form of the game on impact straight away. They measure themselves on this Australian bowling group. It's no warm-ups. When you start with the ball in your hand and Pat Cummins throws you that ball, there isn't no warm-up, see how you're travelling. It is on the money. Your expectations are you're going to get these guys out straight away. And Mitch Starc has done that. Josh Hazlewood was excellent in his return. You know, a lot of people must think, oh, Scott Boland, how could you possibly leave him out? Well, we saw from Josh Hazlewood today just why that is the case. These three quicks and then Nathan Lyon going together, they are something special.
Just a word on Josh Hazlewood, to be able to have the wood on Virat Kohli. Every opportunity he does, he sets him up, and it seems to be repetitive, but it's great for Australia.
Yeah, the data is actually damning for Virat Kohli. His numbers in Australia, he's been out here, say the last 3 summers that he's travelled out here, he's had some reasonable success, particularly winding back 3 times ago when they were out here in India. But his average in that 6-7 stump, outside his off stump and really full, he's only 6, and he's got out 4 times there against Australia. So it is a real trend, and this Aussie group, they know it, and they will never let up.
They won't. They didn't let up from ball 1 today when they got an opportunity, because they still had the bat, 7 for 405. And Alex Carey, I'm going to call it a sneaky 70, but it was very important.
Very important, yeah. We were reflecting after play just now about the significance of the day, how our bowling group is going, but one of the things that I was really keen to talk about was Alex Carey's spot in the team is always under question, and you know, how's his form leading in? Well, he scored a truckload of runs for South Australia in the lead-in, scored a brilliant 100 against New South Wales, came in probably in the best form of any of the top 7 batters. And when he's got into this series, he has done exactly the same with bat in hand for Australia. And I think he's got a stranglehold and a foot down on any questions on whether Josh Inglis might take his spot in this team. He is our #1 gloveman in Test cricket. It's going to stay that way for a while.
Yeah, halfway through the series, it's so evenly poised. And someone that India is another player that they can't stop at the moment is Travis Head. Just the way that India batted on that wicket, the ball I know was moving around, probably suited Australia's bowlers, but it felt like Travis Head was batting on a different wicket, even compared to his teammates.
Yeah, even Steve Smith on 60 not out, even at the other end, having batted for 4 hours, it wasn't the same as Travis Head. And what he does to bowling groups is very much like, and it's somewhat been a lazy comparison in the past of Adam Gilchrist to Travis Head, but the context of what it does to an opposition. Bumrah has been excellent, no question about that, world class, best bowler in the world, but the rest of the bowling group, when they bowl to Travis Head, they do not know what to do. They haven't come with distinct plans. They're going top of off plan A, but Travis Head is not that guy. And I think they've really lacked a really distinct, say, armpit bouncer plan to Travis Head from ball 1. Now forget about the top of off, even if it's a new ball. I think they need to attack him differently, because at the moment he's taken the series away from them.
And he also allowed Steve Smith at the other end to just do what he does and find some form in that elusive 100 back in the books.
Yeah, absolutely, and didn't he need it? You could see in his celebration just what it meant to him. He's like that kid in the candy store when he's out there batting, but you can tell he's been tinkering, he's been playing around with different techniques and prelim movements over the last little while. He really wasn't at his fluent best at the start, but he found that by the time he finished, and that's worrying for India, because there's still 2 test matches to come after this one, and if Steve Smith's batting like that alongside Travis Head, watch out.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about the term follow-on. It's been a dangerous thing in Australian cricket, and of course going all the way back to India in the early 2000s. Could this be a possibility in this match if they get on early tomorrow with no rain? Is it something that they'll be considering?
I actually think that's why they batted on for so long today. I think they were trying to get to a point where the follow-on number being 200 in Test cricket, that they were confident they could take the first 10 wickets of the 20 required to win the Test comfortably inside that margin where there's still 200 left and they can enforce a follow-on. So I think they set up camp knowing, okay, we're going to bat and bat until we are done, and then we're bowling for 20 wickets worth for the rest of the Test match. And hopefully the rain doesn't stop that, because the way they started today, there's plenty of time.
What about India? How do they fight back against this formidable bowling attack, especially with the conditions? It's humid, it's swinging around, and there's going to be zip in the morning, no doubt.
Yeah, it will be, but I think what they need to hope for is two guys get together, and it's not just about this Test match. It's about, there's 2 more tests to go. They're at 1-1 in the series right now, so no matter what happens here, they can still win this series. So it's not, and this is the beauty of 5 Test match series and why purists like me absolutely love it, because you're not just playing the moment, you're playing the series, you're playing the bowler that's got the wood over you. Can you wrestle that back? Those guys in the middle order for India, they really need that to happen. And guys like Jadeja that have come in, he's fighting for a spot in the team, as ridiculous as that sounds, as the world's best all-rounder. He wants to play every Test match. Ashwin has been there, Washington Sundar has been there at the start of the series, so there's a lot to play for this Indian group, not just the here and now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great opportunity if play does happen in the next 2 days for Australia to go up 2-1 in the series. Trent, thank you.
Thanks, Tommy.
It's going to be a fascinating 2 days, and it's all happening on 7 Cricket, and it's live and free as always on 7+2.